by Kasia Tsekatuskaya. Translated into English by Boris Kliushnikov. Medusa 1. She touched her cheek. It felt dry. She pinched it. The skin cracked. Spread over her face like tectonic plates that moved the continents to the ends of the world. And in fault, I got rid of mercy. And in cracks, I no longer consider all people to be human. And in fault, hidden thirst for revenge. And in the cracks between the plates, blackness. She looked at her face in the mirror. The right eye looked into the right eye. The left eye looked into the left eye. The right eye cutting the right eye. The left eye cutting the left eye. The right hand rubbed the right eye. The left hand rubbed the left eye. The lenses fell out. They fell on the dirty floor. The floor has not been washed for a long time. Or has it ever? She was trampled on with leather slippers with the number 309, winter boots, army shoes, and musty bare feet. She was covered in dirt and sand, corpse of flies and fleas, moldy porridge, scales of someone else's skin, hair, sweat, blood, and broken teeth, the decayed remains of human activity. Lenses are now like the floor. I put the right lens in the right eye, the left lens in the left eye. Now in my eyes, dirt and sand, corpse of flies and fleas, moldy porridge, scales of someone else's skin, hair, sweat, blunt and knocked out teeth, decayed remnants of human activity. I wanted my eyes to stop seeing, but they saw. Darkness did not come. The night did not come. Twilight did not hide the reality. Night is for those who can afford to forget. Medusa 2. It must be cool to be a hero. What does it feel like to come out of the battle victorious? Hold the enemy's head in your hand as a trophy. Laugh at the face of the weaker. Take what's yours. And you were scared. I know. I could smell your sweat. I was next to you in my mother's womb, sleeping on the waves of her ocean. But you stank so much of fear that I woke up. Do you think you got to the island unnoticed? You just couldn't imagine how you stank. Even stones turned away from you while you were walking towards her, and she did not sleep. She was waiting, already aware about the betrayal of the gods, but hoping for mercy. A hero does not have to be merciful. And what was so heroic about what you did? You came to retrieve your insulted pride at the expense of the weak and innocent. You were told to kill. Did you just obey? It doesn't matter who, there is an order. All the more when you can always shield yourself with patrons. What is difficult about a feat when Athena and Hermes are covering your ass? You think if you are the son of Zeus that everything is allowed? You are deceived, as beautiful at the time of the murder, but this is all a lie. I was there, I saw it. Your eyes were darting around like a hustling hare, unable to locate the entrance to his burrow, with a hawk circling him, ready to strike. Your nose turned red with tension. The arteries on your wings burst, blood gushed out from under your skin, transforming your nostrils into a blue frog. Your hair fell out, and what remained stuck together miserably. Your lips curled and curved under your tongue, which popped out of your mouth, rubbing against teeth and cheeks, fawning like a puppy, begging to back away, then begging to come back. Hands clung to your weapon so hard that the skin under your nails cracked and streams of pus started flowing out. And it all stank of fear for miles. Even the gods shut their noses, watching you sneak up on my sleeping mother. That's what kind of hero you are, Perseus. Medusa 1. I was not given salvation. They did not give me rest. They did not give me the night. Eyes, my eyes. The light faded but did not go out. Too dark for the day, too light for the night. Eyes, my eyes, what time is it now? The light shines throughout the thin skin of the eyelids. It gets into the eye socket and pushes out the eyes. My eyes swell. I let my eyes search for the darkness. Maybe if it's not on the inside, it is on the outside. How many days have passed? I will never close eyes. My eyes will always be watching. Big, white, puffy, and darkened eyes. My eyes. Medusa 3. I left the pharmacy. I was feeling nauseated, shaking. I got out water, took a pill, and looked at the sky. A snake is looking at me from the sky. She curled up around a copper goblet and is looking from it, either from neon or from trickery. Are you drinking my poison? She asked me. I am, of course. Do you want some? I pour water in her glass. Now I am your Aegea, who gave water to your ancestors and fed them by hand. After all, we are sisters. We have one great mother, our blood. Asclepius, the father of Aegeia, was very lucky. Who is he without the blood of the Gorgon? He didn't refuse and accepted from Athena 2 goblets with the blood of the murdered woman, an okay gift, isn't it? Why not take advantage of someone's murder? Wouldn't have been okay had it been done for donorship, but he did it for fame. The blood that flowed from the left side of Medusa brought death. The blood from the right side cured the sick and brought the dead back to life. I wonder, snake, from which drops were you born? Ovid, that drama queen, of course, made a mess of everything. Medusa's birth wasn't aesthetic enough to get into an ancient tragedy. It's easier to think of a horse and a giant jumping out of a severed head than to admit that we all, both gods and people, go throughout the same birth ordeals. Medusa was giving birth to a daughter. Perseus killed the midwife. Medusa 1. The house is my coffin, stone iron, iron stone. I wanted to lie in it like an unborn child, having pulled my legs into my arm's embrace. But the low ceiling beat my hands with its stone iron. The warm out floor stung me with its iron stones. I'm already born, and I have to lie flat. Straighten your legs, stretch out your arms, and look with white eyes into the light. I walked where I could. My body hit sharp corners, poles, and rods. Sheet, metal, sheet, metal stones, stone metal, sheet. Bruises on legs, bruises on hands, back. They did not beat me. No, I ran into this myself. Epithelium blackness, roughens and shines with outgrowths. I stroke my legs, they are smooth. I caress my hands, they flake. My back curves in a serpentine pattern. I won't turn blue from sadness anymore. I will glow with anger. Medusa 2. Can't sleep, Poseidon. I know your worst nightmare. Once a year, you dream that Medusa comes to the seashore, as if the same one you once longed for, only different. Medusa pierces the water with her poisonous gas and reaches for your bed, dives under your eyelashes and sneaks into your sleep. And there, in a dream, you catch her eye and you turn to stone and you never wake up again. But for now, you wake up. For now. In the morning, you chase away this dream as something impossible. This cannot happen while power is still on your side. And it is for now. Sometimes you think So what if power is no longer on your side? Then will you have to answer for all your big and little crimes? Maybe there will be no one to settle the score. There will be. Medusa gave birth to a daughter who gave birth to a daughter who gave birth to a daughter who. One day, Medusa, the fruit of your permissiveness will come to the shore of the sea and will permit herself to do anything she desires. Sleep tight, dear Poseidon. Medusa 3. Joseph Campbell teaches us that in his journey the archetypal hero must defeat his worst monster. Ovid, what kind of monster did you choose for your hero? Medusa Gorgon was born a beautiful girl. Thin face, dimpled cheeks, smooth hair. Not a bad heroine, isn't she? But there is a problem. She chose to become a priestess, chose to be active, and chose to remain alone. Not allowed. Such beauty is lost for nothing. Well, it's okay. The positive heroine didn't work out. Let's make a negative one. Let her be raped by Poseidon in the temple of Athena. Let Athena put all the blame on her. Here is a recipe for how to get a monster out of a woman. No more ingredients were needed. Raped and mutilated, she flees with her sisters to a remote, deserted island at the edge of the universe to not face people anymore. She sits on that island, not touching anyone. Just let her sit. Why then is the whole island strewn with turned to stone heroes? Were they just passing by? This is the goal, Ovid, you have chosen for your hero. What could be worse than a woman who harbors hatred? Medusa 1. My island is inhabited by stone dummies. Dummies think that what they do is for the good, for the sake of others, that they have the right, that it is all out of mercy. Have mercy, and I will have no mercy. My island is inhabited by she-eat metal dummies, ringing from the outside, rancid from the inside. Maybe they haven't completely spoiled yet. Maybe there is still something alive inside, at least inside, because outside they leave behind only shit. They trampled our vegetable garden with their boots. They flooded the garden with their bile. They scared the animals with their snarling. They surrounded our coffin, standing like pillars, neither a step to take, nor a rose to plant. I'll gnaw on these dummies until I see the sun behind them. I bare my mouth. I show my task. I bare my mouth. I show my task, long, sharp bores. I eat the sheet metal bread. I will till it's all gone to shit. Medusa 3. Be you beautiful, they will try to rape you. Be you ugly, they will try to kill you. Beauty is destined to be weak, subtled beauty, fragile beauty, virgin beauty, sophisticated beauty, gentle beauty, touching beauty. Ovid says that Medusa was punished by Athena so that sin would not go unpunished. Medusa sought refuge in the temple of Athena from the attack of Poseidon, but she did not find salvation there. A crime against a woman defiled the place where it was committed. For this, the goddess of wisdom punished Medusa with ugliness, and Poseidon was not punished. Well, God is his judge. Is it logical? Everything is logical for Ovid. Contemporary women interpret this myth differently. Athena turned Medusa into a monster not to punish her, but to save her, gave her a terrible and deadly look so that no one else dared to approach her, and if someone did, they would regret doing so. Medusa used her power and protected herself until the gods betrayed her. But I have my own version. Medusa Gorgon, thin and fragile, decided to become a monster herself. The thin and fragile do not live in the world. They are quickly broken for the amusement of others. You will not break. I am growing fangs, roughening my skin, taming snakes, looking straight into your eyes without fear or mercy, looking at you with a look you can't stand, a look in which you are reflected. Are you afraid of yourself? And I am not afraid of you anymore. Medusa 1 was standing under a tree, unbraiding the hair. Butcher's broom had dried out. The branches caught fire. Could have been lighting, could have been a torch. It is burning. Was standing under the tree, unbraiding the hair. The braids were no longer needed. Sparks were falling from the tree, setting the hair on fire, leaving tongues behind them, burning tongues. Was standing under the tree, feeding the tongues, feeding them hearted and cold meat. The tongues sizzled and curled up, calling into the mouth of vipers. The vipers grew instead of burned hair. They fear neither fire nor lightings nor torches. They were themselves fire, lightings, torches. What will you do to me now? Serpent was standing under the tree, looking at these serpents, was looking how they lose their human form, how their serpent hearts turn to stone, how their serpent skin covers with sheet metal. A serpent is not a human is not a serpent. They are afraid to look me in the eye. But you, take a look. Thank you.